everyone, it's AJ, and today I have returned from the darkness, basically from your requests because, well, Bungo Stray Dogs chapter 126 has basically ruined a lot of people in many ways, and I had so many people asking for me to come back, which it's very nice of you. It's very much appreciated to be missed. And basically be like, hey, AJ, can you actually fucking come back, please? Because there's a certain reason we would love to hear your thoughts on this chapter. I wonder why. It's as though something happened, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe like a certain character coming in? Who knows? But, unfortunately, because I've been succumbed from the darkness, I kind of have some other chapters to catch up on. So, we're not jumping straight into 126. We have to start at 124.5 and go into 125 before we get to that juicy-ass number. So, this is going to be a long-ass video, once again, because AJ is extremely burnt out, but we're pushing through for this one for you guys, because, frankly, you asked for it, and I genuinely had to come back because reasons. But anyway, let's dive in, shall we? And what really pisses me off about 124.5 is the fact that in my last video, it makes me look like a fucking idiot. Like, I was so confident. I say confident, but I was like, oh, this is like the end. It's like this whole shitty arc has come to an end. It's great. The Gozens have been destroyed and all that. They've been stabbed. It's all good. I should have known better. I should have known better that 124.5 was gonna fucking like destroy me that way. Do you know what? See, reading that chapter, I'm not gonna lie, back then I was like, I'm not fucking doing this up there. I instantly just went, what the fuck is this? Rage. Just knowing the fact that literally a few weeks prior, I got the video out and I'm like, oh, the end of the arc is coming. No, not that chapter. No. So it's been a journey. It's a rough journey. We're getting there. I feel like 126 was like a reward for like, hey, we've been kind of putting you through the ringer a little bit. Here's a little thing. But anyway, let's actually get into this chapter of it. Just maybe go like, what? Why? Literally, like, I didn't even have, like, the translation out at the point. I just read the chapter, looked at, like, the last few pages, and then I was, like, showing it off to me, like, what the fuck is this? What? No. No. And now that I have that many rant out of the way, I'm going to rant about it again as we go through the chapter. Let's go. So, kicking off where we left off in 124, Akinari, we just met you, and you fucking collapsed, don't you? And not only that, do you start to disintegrate. Like, you're like starting to deteriorate, and I'm like, can you not? Oh, and obviously Ashishi is, like, concerned, because it's like, why is this person just collapsed, and now their face is, like, breaking apart? But Akinari just being so nice, just, like, comfort them and being like, oh, it's only natural. I've been trapped inside that wee realm for, like, 1,500 years. Obviously, my body's gonna act like this when I come out into the natural world and I'm not suspended in time and space, essentially. Oh, honestly, we just got him, and now he's gone. It's very rude. Just saying. But especially because, like, now Akinari's, like, reflecting on, like, the regret of, like, his creations and everything like that. Especially, like, not resisting once to, like, how they were getting used and whatnot. And I kind of love this wee bit because Otago just basically been like, well, that's kind of your fault because you basically opted to do an action, so it's really your fault. So he's just basically telling it as it is. It's like, you chose to not do anything. you're just as guilty, mate. Oh, but the thing is, Akinari just agrees. It just goes, well, yeah, you're right, but this bit's a little bit sad. Like, it feels in the comfort of, like, choosing to be selfish, like, in this moment and stuff like that. It's like, oh, for God's sake. No. Especially because he's saying it feels so lovely as he's disappearing. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's not cool in the slightest, mate. And then, like, leaving, like, a passing moment of leaving the rest in their hands and everything like that is Ashishi just, like, watches, like, so sullenly, just like, oh, and it's like, oh, here, I've done my job, the rest is up to you now, bye. I'm now happy I'm dead. Well, maybe not so much I'm happy that I'm dead, but, like, I can now somewhat pass on peacefully, thinking that I've actually done the right thing and whatnot. Yeah, maybe not so much, unfortunately, Akinari. R.I.P. to you. And your, kind of good thoughts that didn't come to fruition, unfortunately. Oops. But, yeah, so, do we get the chance to really mourn for Akinari? No, especially as that moment is ruined as Ashishi hears a jet, and out emerges like one of those like wee stealth jet things, you know, and going through all the checks for its little takeoff and right now, and you just get Fyodor. Right, look who's so smug in the cockpit, just like, look at me, getting ready to leave. And as, like, they're just kind of, like, working this out, Otago just, like, sees, like, people, like, in the distance, like, injured people, and is like, right, do I do the normal thing of approaching them in a rather safe and, like, approachable way, like, you know, something that wouldn't really, you know, set them off or anything like that, especially because they're clearly injured in, like, what is essentially, like, a big battlefield at the minute, right? No, Aku just fucking does a massive ass fucking leap, like a dramatic bitch, because that is literally just what he's got to do. Like, because for, like, some reason, he's still got to be flashy in some degree, and Ashley's just looking in amazement, like, why are you doing this? You could have just went to them, but no, let's make a large little leap and land right in front of them, like, sup, excuse me, what the, and it's like, oh, like, come on, Aku, like, come on, Aku, like, what's wrong with you? But anyway, so, obviously, these workers are trying to get away from the airport, because obviously, things are getting destroyed, buildings are destroyed, there is rubble, like, people are getting injured and everything like that. Here comes Aku with the fucking superhero landing, right? Because he's got to be that dramatic. Like, he asks them how to stop the aircraft, because they look like they're roundabout, like, from the airport and whatnot, so they should have a, well, he's assuming that they have an idea, right? But they just say, hey, we're just technicians, like, we're just here to, like, evacuate people and stuff like that. And he's like, ah, shit. So, Aku just, like, pressures them, say, like, hey, we don't have the time for luxury here, like, come on. What the fuck can we do? Surely you must know something, because you're a technician. But unfortunately, like, the guy just goes, yeah, you can stop it. And it's just like, what? So the guy just explains it, like, well, it's already on the runway. It's got the jammer on, right? So there's no way for it to accept, like, any signals, or, like, from air traffic control or anything like that. So basically, Aku just comes to the decision of, the only way is to fucking destroy it. So to do that is the way to win. It's like, cool. All the while, right, Fyodor's just continuing to looking so smug and chill, and he's wee plane just being like, hee 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 hee. Oh, so the technician guy is like, hey, you've got like, what, 200 seconds to get from like here to like stop it from takeoff and whatnot. And it's just like 200 fucking seconds. Now, keep that in mind, right? Everything that goes on, like, afterwards, you really tell me that that's only, like, 200 seconds. Just saying what's going to be happening in the next, like, few chapters. This is all within potentially, like, 200 seconds. Just saying. So, under 4 minutes, all of this shit goes down. Keep that in mind. So, so he's like, hey, you've got like 200 seconds until takeoff, right? And like, gotta love like this wee like panel of them and like the wee white pupils and everything, like, oh my god, oh, dun, dun, dun. Just for like the next panel to have Aku's eyes like solid black with like the wee frown, like I love it. I just love it. It's like major shock eyes and then just like just like so annoyed. Oh, I love it. Honestly, eyes and Bungo strudels, good thing. Honestly, such a thing. I love it. I was like, oh yes, eyes are a thing. Bear with me. We're going to be rough, okay? I am still going to make the weirdest comments. Nothing's changed that way, so we'll get there. Just grind and bear it. Just nod. Just be like, okay, yeah. Okay, AJ. Okay. Come on, it wouldn't be one of these videos if I wasn't like a fucking weirdo and made stupid comments. But yeah, so we have little frowny little Aku with his like, I'm so annoyed face, right? And then from the plane, right, from the jet, Fyodor flashes his fucking hand tattoo, right? And it's like, of doom, right? It's like, oh great, that's never a fucking good sign when he fucking brings that out, because we've already seen what it's done beforehand. And it's like, why the fuck is this happening? Because we know this isn't good. Ashishi is like trying to come up with a plan, right? Offers to carry Aku and like sprint over to the plane. All the while, you know, he's actually just getting up to fucking shit in his plane. Right? Oh. But however, right, just as they're just about to like execute whatever fucking plan they're trying to do, right, Ashishi like stops and then he like turns around. See this fucking part. See this fucking part. I really hope that other people were just kind of like, what the actual fuck is going on here? Why is this allowed? Oh, so he turns around to say something very, very unusual, right? It's just, you can see in his face, it's like, what on earth am I actually witnessing right now? Even though, granted, he is a guy that turns into a fucking tiger, right? And he is seeing weird shit. Yet he still looks at this like, what? What? So, yeah, lo and behold, we now have a new fucked up creature by Fyodor. No fucking clue how that works, right? But it annoys me anyway, especially seeing that goddamn fucking mask as part of, like, the design. Like, see that? Like, honestly, what the fuck? Honestly, Asagiri, why are you obsessed with this fucking thing? I know you started using, like, the mask as, like, part of, obviously, like, you hiding your identity and everything like that. Is that why you're having it in so much? You're just like, oh, this thing died with that mask. Let's create another thing with it. Asagiri, I think you need to let it go. I know you love it as a way of hiding your identity, and that's fair. Do you know what? But keep it away. Stop creating these fucking shite things. Especially to the degree of what it looks like now. Like, what is that? What is that? Oh, but yeah, however, right, so it starts going out for attack, because obviously it's going out for attack. Why would it not go in for an attack, right? And Aku, like, quickly, like, moves, like, the technician out the way, right? But the thing is, he does it so violently. Like, he's just tossing him, like, away like that. Like, that poor guy is definitely getting, like, a broken bone or something. Like, there is no way that poor technician walked out there with just like some skint knees or anything like that, or like a bruise. No, he's have to go to the fucking hospital after that fucking toss. Like, just like, yeet, like, what? Granted, obviously, it's better than getting chomped to fuck by this thing, but what is this? What is this? Oh my god. But yeah, so anyway, so actually it's just naturally like, what the actual fuck is that? Mood. Aki's just like, whoa, it's a bad guy. Duh. Obviously. It's clearly not a good guy. Like, honestly, like, Aki must be just like looking at it just like, why are you so stupid? It clearly isn't like a good thing. Like, look at it. Look at it. Honestly, he must genuinely think that Atsushi is just so fucking stupid at times. It's like legitimately stupid. Not like, oh, you're having like a wee blonde moment or anything like that, like stereotypical blonde moment. It's just like, no, you're just a fucking idiot. Why the fuck do I have to be paired up with you? And why is it always like the world has to rely upon us two now? Why? But yeah, so we go into the last page, right? And it's now just Aku is actually just like fucking square going this new foe. And as like the other technicians are trying to run away, because it's like, obviously they're gonna run for their fucking lives, because look at it. Sorry, I just really fucking hate it. Like, why does it have hair? Like, why does it look like that? I just really hate it. Can you tell? Like, even months later, it doesn't really help, obviously. Spoiler alert, we have to deal with it for the next few chapters, so if for some reason you haven't read the chapters up until now, like for like 124.5 to 126, and you're finding out through me, I am so sorry. This is how you're finding out, but I'm just gonna have to say, these fuckers do not fucking leave for the next few chapters. I hate them. I want them to die. Like, they just ruin my mood when I look at them. I just hate it in general. Like, I thought we were getting away from these fuckers. No, we've got a different new level. Oh, you destroy one set and it's like, haha, Uno card, we're no fucking deeds. Here's a worst version of them. But yeah, so that's how 124 ends. So that's the end of 124 now, chapter 124. And I kind of wish I just like stopped at the first half, because I was happy. I was like, yes, it's getting to the end. We're all good. No, here's another fucking shite bag coming in to ruin the fucking day. Well, they're here to ruin my day. Whether or not anyone else feels the same, but that's how I feel. They just ruin my day when I look at them. I still hate them. Even as I have the fucking previews like here, looking at them, I fucking hate it. See that thing with I think I hate it because it's like, why does it have like hair? And why does it have teeth like that? Why? I don't know. It just really upsets me. And it's stupid, I know. But we're not here to be that serious. It's a fucking manga series. I can be stupid if I want to. I say that, I'm just stupid like all the time. But yeah, so that's the end of that chapter. We've got one chapter down. We've got technically 3 more parts to go. We can do this, right? So technically I will still be talking about 125 as it was presented by half chapters. Would it make more sense to just do it as a winner? Yes, but in fairness, I'm doing this as a big ass video, so I am, in a sense, talking about it in a winner. Maybe not the best way, but do we ever do things officially in this channel? No, because this is why you don't get a video for about 4 months. Well, nowadays. We ain't efficient here. Rightio, so 125. Let's talk about the first half. And also, I just kind of realised I didn't say for 124.5 it only had like 12 pages. Because normally, when I talk about these chapters, I like saying, hey, it's X amount of pages, or there's like X amount of double spreads and stuff like that. Completely forgot in my rant about 124 that I forgot to say how many pages it was. So, 12 pages. Especially now as we go into the first half of 125, and it's 13 pages, but we have 2 double spreads. And even better, we are starting the chapter with 3 coloured pages. Ooh, which is so very nice. It's been a while. It's just nice to get some colour. And what makes it great is the fact that technically 2 of the pages are one of the double spreads. So, we are winning. Also, it's just like stunning. I love just like the imagery of it. So nice. Like the split imagery of like having it cut in half and then like having the swords like that are in the top pierce into the other section, and it kind of looks like it's like stained with blood and stuff like that. Like, ooh. And then having the tagline of you can still stand, you can still fight, with Ashishi like pushing on, and it's just like, yeah, very nice, very nice. So yeah, so we get the recap of like the last few pages like from the previous chapter, like in this lovely little like coloured page, which is very nice to have. Just rubbing it in, it's just really nice to have some coloured bits. But yeah, so Ashishi being like, what the fuck is that? Aku saying like, hey, that's an enemy, like, we're fucked. And then with the most punchable face is shown. Almost like a fisheye. Do you know what? That's actually probably why I hate it so much, because it just gives that fisheye impression, and you just know that Bones is going to lap that up so badly when they eventually make season 6. Eventually. Who knows when that'll be, like, probably like 2030 or whatever it is. But at the rate these chapters are coming out, it's going to be like fucking 2030, because they're going to power through it like nobody's business. But anyway, let's get into this chapter, right? So, our new punchable foe, I just hate it so much. So, our new punchable foe goes in for an attack, okay? And, however, this time, Aku and Ashishi are prepared for impact, and, like, it's just then that it just gets weirder, right? This, like, honestly, my hatred for these just grows every chapter, because now it's got these weird as fuck finger things, right? And then it like stretches out like around them, right? But it goes for the technicians behind them that were running away, so they're completely ignoring Ashishi and Aku, right? Right in front of them to go and get the innocent people. So more excuses to hate it, because what the fuck? Why is it not attacking the actual threat that is right in front of them? No, let's attack the poor innocent people that are trying to run away and get themselves, like, to safety. Another reason to hate. I really hate these things, can you tell? Oh, so, like, now, these messed up little fucking fingery things, right? Like, grabs them, right? And then starts to squeeze them and all that, right? Like, it's... And then it just gets worse. When you think things couldn't get worse, they do get worse. Because now, like, at the tips of these little fingery things, right? They open up to then create mouths, right? And you think, oh great, it's just like a parting thing. No, it has fucking teeth. They have fucking teeth. Once again, why do they look like this? What? Asagiri, what the fuck are you on? Were you tripping when you created these? Because honestly, why would you create such horrid things? Why? Why would you not let this die? It's just like... Ugh. But also, like, you think that's bad? It's like, oh, weird fingers that stretch round, create their own little heads on every finger, right? And it has teeth. Oh no, there's a fucking blade inside them. A fucking blade. What the fuck, Asagiri? What the actual fuck? I hate this so much. Like, so much. Because, like, what do you mean that these fingery things open up, have teeth, and have knives in their mouths? So yeah, I need to carry on because frankly, I really hate these things. Because we want to get to the good shit, and unfortunately I have to go through the bad shit. So, oh my god. So the blades, right? They extend out the mouths and stab the poor fucking people, right? Honestly, the look of horror in this guy's face is so fucking justified. Like, the poor guy. But it's okay. Because Aku's now coming to save the day and slices it. So the guy's fine, right? But then Aku like kind of looks at it and notes that, hey, that's Suitsui no Gozen. I.e. the blade that like drains one's life force. Why was that not destroyed? So Ashley is very much me at this point, right? Being like, how the fuck can that be, right? It should have disappeared when Akinari like destroyed it, like, or destroyed the divine being, right? Which was like infused with it and shit, like. So basically, Akinari, you know, lovely Akinari, we got introduced, felt so bad, banging little character design, dies, disintegrates, goes off into the ether and whatnot. Died for fucking nothing. Creations are still causing fucking havoc when he's fucking dead. Why? Honestly, this fucking bullshit is hell of annoying, right? And so Aku's like trying to explain, right? Assuming that like Fyodor is cunning as Dazai, right? Which we basically know he is because he's a twat. He is, but anyway, I can say that. So it's like, oh, he lightly took it into consideration that like the divine being would be destroyed, so he came up with a backup plan to how to fucking utilize all these stupid messed up swords and shit like that fucking Akinari created, and how they can get used into these fucking singularity ash beings and whatnot. I'm sorry if this has turned in more for a rant than anything else. Trust me, we'll get to the good shit. I know everyone just wants me to talk about one certain part, and I know what part it is. We'll get there. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Just bear with me. We have to get through this fucking arsehole because that's what like Asagiri has decided to do to us. And frankly, I cannot accept that. I am not happy with this decision. Also, just ignore me. So yeah, so. Oh, honestly, I need this shit to end so badly. So badly. Just give me a brand new arc with new fucking dangers, please. Get this bullshit away from me. Oh, but anyway, right, so Aku explaining how like Fyodor's a wee cunning little piece of shit, right? And came up with probably a backup plan for like us. I say us, like them, like Aku and Ashi, like defeating the divine being and whatnot, right? So the divine being must have like absorbed Suitsui no Gozen, right? After losing Fukuchi's form to like kind of maintain the polar singularity kind of thing. And so that resulted in that fucking monstrosity because like it doesn't really have a host as such, like a good host body. So it's still got the fucked up swords within it, which fucking sucks. Like it's got the holy sword that Fyodor like controls, right? So this thing goes in, right? That fucking sword that just drains people's life force. And then we have the time traveling fucking sword as well. We still have the holy fucking trinity of fucked up swords. Why the fuck does this work? I don't think it should. I think that's very rude. Surely it shouldn't work as it's part of fucking Akinari's, like, oh. I think it's a bullshit thing. Obviously. I feel like they shouldn't work because the person who created it is fucking dead. Like, it shouldn't work. Anyway. But yeah, so we didn't get like a full page of this, of like multiples of this fucked up being. Oh no, it's not just one we have to deal with. It's a fucking million of them. One was bad enough. Oh no. Here, have more. Let them sprout like fucking gremlins. Like you just put it in water and more just fucking appear and cause fucking havoc. I'm so pissed. Oh. And then like Aku saying this is like the worst case scenario is like totally like correct, because now all these wee fucked up things, right, are now starting to attack anyone in the area, because somehow in the time frame of what's been going on, there's still people at this fucking airport. Like, civilians, normal civilians are at this fucking airport. What the fuck is wrong with yous? Like, clearly, things have went fucking down. Why are you there? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so now that's happening, and it's like, great. Actually, he's watching in horror as he's watching, like, all of these people, like, getting attacked, right? And they're screaming, like, how much it hurts. And actually, like, naturally, because he just wants to help people, runs towards, like, the survivors in the airport. But, like, Aku stops him, right? Like, restraining him, like, with his ability, right? And they both scream at each other, like, what are you doing, right? Like, why are you doing this? We should be helping, because actually it's like, we need to help the people at the airport, like, we need to save them. And Aku just, like, pauses for a moment, and then says, I see. And in that case, I apologise, right? Lets him go. And then then we go into this, like, double spread, right? And as sad as it is, I fucking love this moment, right? Because now Aku is fucking sucker punching that Tracy. And then basically just says, not. Like a wee bitch. I love it, because it's just the going from, oh, I see. In that case, I apologise. Pauses. Fucking belts on and just goes, not. Oh, honestly, he's such a wee bitch. Oh my god, you love it. Oh, so then, because, like, Akataka was just like, hey, like, we need to, like, focus on stopping Fyodor, right? Because the thing is, if he takes off, millions are going to die. Like, if he gets away, a lot more people are going to be fucked than the people that are already here. Which, I know, it sucks. But that's the case, right? And Ashley is arguing, like, can't you not hear their screams? Like, they're crying out for help. Like, why are you ignoring this? And Aku just goes, and? Like, oh, because you can see how much that pisses Ashley off, the fact that despite he's still saying, hey, look, all these people are crying for help. They're in pain. Like, they need help. And he just goes, and? Like, the thing is, Aku is right. And, like, Aku says, like, his actions are just, but, like, if they don't make it, millions will die, right? And we go into the last page of the first half of 125, right? And it just, like, continues and says, like, their blood will be, like, on his hands. Which, clearly, Ashley also hates the thought of, because it's just, like, shit. Ashley says it's like, well, he's going to regret it for, like, the rest of his life if he doesn't try to save them. But Aku just goes, you'll regret it all the same if you do. So, actually, having to come to the realization, like, yeah, he hates to admit that Aku is right in this moment. Like, unfortunately, it is sacrificed the few to save, like, the many. What's the phrase? I can't remember what it is, but you know what? It's like, the smallest denominator, like, helps the largest denominator in the long run, kind of thing. But yeah, he is not happy at the fact that he has to think like that. But there is no good option. That's the thing. It's just what's the better of the two evils in that sense. And their priority is literally to save as many people as possible, which means they have to, unfortunately, ignore the people that are immediately right in front of them. Because the thing is, Fyodor will fuck up the world. It's not just this little bit of Yokohama, it is the whole fucking world. And that's shitty. So, yeah. Atshishi just, like, sits there, like, paralyzed by the decision. Because it's just like, well, if I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. So then it's just like, because he's now paralyzed by the decision, he's not going to save anybody. Because he's just now, like, locked himself into, like, a big, terrible mental state in which he's just basically not going to do anything. So, Aku just, like, looks at Atshishi and just says, like, right, enough. This isn't your choice to make it, right? And that's how the chapter ends for, like, the first half. It's just like, okay, this is how we're doing things. Great. I do feel bad for Atshishi in this moment, right? Because it is a very fucking shitty decision that he has to make. It's just like, hey, right in front of your face is these people that are clearly hurt. They're screaming for help. You just want to do the best that you can. Because literally, your job is to help people. Your literal job is to save people. And you want to be a better person. Yet, you're going to have to, like, ignore that for the minute to see the bigger picture and deal with the bigger threat rather than the immediate threats. It's just like, ew, this sucks. It's like, yes it does, actually, I'm very sorry. But it really does. But yeah, so let's carry on, shall we? The second half of 125, we have the last remaining 20 pages. And obviously we just kick off where we left off, and Aki says, hey, it looks like Fyodor has set us up purposely to, like, paralyze Atshishi, because obviously Atshishi is now just, like, crouching down, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, do I save these people? Do I do this? Do I do that? I can't move. Like, fuck my life, right? Basically to, like, put him into this, like, moral predicament, like, because Fyodor wouldn't have any fucking issues with it, but he knows that Atshishi has a purer soul than he does, which wouldn't really be hard. But yeah, it's like, I will create this horrible moral dilemma for him, and he's just gonna go, I want to cry, which is fair. So Aku carries on to say that without Atshishi's, like, speed, there's no way of catching up to the jet before setting off after Fyodor, right? So it's just like basically say, hey, you on the ground there, right? Whilst you're kind of having your little mind freak out and whatnot, if we don't get to use your fucking ability, right, there's no way to stop the big bad man that's caused all these fucking issues, and we kind of need to do that. But I can't waste any more time saying how much of a bitch you're being right now, because I need to go stop that big bad man the best that I can, because frankly, I know for a fact that you're going to come after me anyway. So, Aku fucks off to try and go after Fyodor, right? And Atshishi, like, looks at the situation and then pushes himself up, right? And then runs after Aku, because he knows he's right, that's the thing. But I quite like how it's been, like, panelled, and, like, we're going, like, down straight instead of, obviously, which, there could have been a moment for this to be a double spread of, like, Aku, like, not Aku, Atshishi bringing himself back up, empowering himself, and, like, dashing, like, after him, right? I don't know what, I think there's just something really nice, like, seen like the tilted version of it, and it was like kind of basically going down, but then like the last panel is like obviously straight, like, well, horizontal, if you know what I mean, because then it's like that's actually like back on the straight path of like, right, he's now thinking straight. I like that. Whether or not that was on purpose or that's just my little interpretation of it, who knows? But I quite like that because it's obviously like the angle was like kind of janky and it's just like kind of like adjusted itself. So it's like actually like fixing himself and adjusting himself to the situation, even though it's maybe not what he really wants to do, but he's doing it regardless because he has to, right? He's a good boy. So all the while he's like running through like all of these like people getting attacked and they're screaming for help, and you can see the absolute pain that Ashley is going through, right? Like just trying to ignore all of their pleas because you can see how much he just wants to stop and help them and whatnot, but he is trying to push on through to make sure that it's like, right, no, I have to catch up to Aku, we have to go get Fyodor, we have to go get this sorted out. But oh god, like he just looks so broken, like, and so hurt by having to hear all of this and see it as well. And he's just like having to run by them and he's like apologizing to them, and then he's like thinking like, oh god, he's abandoning these people, like, because like I said, his job is to help people, and it's like it feels like he's abandoning them because he's not helping them like immediately. And it's like, it's not your fault. It's just the very shitty situation you've been put into, actually. It's not your fault, right? And then he's like starting to think that now, great, their body's on his hands, like, because he can't save anybody. And he just feels so guilty. Like, our poor wee boy. Like, he really, really, like, can't stand it, like, running by these people and not doing anything. Like, oh, bless his wee soul, man. Like, he even says himself, like, he feels like every step that he is taking is, like, tearing his skin to shreds. Like that's literally how much the guilt is, like, eating up at him. It's just, like, he just feels like he's clawing at his skin and whatnot. It's like, oh, like the endless thoughts of like saving them, like saving everybody with like tears like in his eyes as he just continues to run past them. It's just, oh god, I just feel so bad for him. Like, obviously know what this series is and whatnot. It's like, but it's like, oh come on, actually, like can you let the boy have a little break? Can you maybe not like emotionally torture him like this? It truly is a wee shame. Like, I just want to give him a wee hug at times. So, yeah, so we then cut to somebody getting attacked, right? And then, by the way, right, sorry, so the person who's getting attacked, right? See, for like a millisecond, right? See, when I first read this, I thought for a second it was Aya, right? And I was ready to fucking rage. I was like, why is Aya now getting fucking attacked by these fuckers, right? Thankfully it's not. It just turns out to be like a normal person, so we're good, right? But honestly, see, for that little millisecond, I think it's just like, what the no. And it's like, oh wait, no, that's a normal person. We're all good. Not that it's good at the fact that this person's getting attacked, just for the record, but they have no name, we don't know who they are, it doesn't matter, it's not Aya, which is more important. Honestly, I hope she's fine. Where the fuck is she? Given the fact that what's going on now, she should be around this situation. Not good. Not good. I think that's probably why it popped into my brain. It was just like, where is she? Where? Where the fuck did Aku actually take her? That's a good point. But anyway, so we watch as like she's being attacked and whatnot, right? And then she like reaches up for like a piece of paper that's like fallen from the sky, right? And as it gets closer, we can see that it says grenade. And we know what that means. Yeah, it was clearly just like the army stock list for like the airport. It was clearly just for the military. But no, it's not that. The paper turns into a grenade and blows up the monstrosity. Happy days. Oh, happy days are here again because we know what that means. See, never smiling. And with tears in his eyes, actually sees the motley crew once again. Oh, the 88 is back, baby. Oh. Look at them. Look at this lovely little, like, double spread of them. Like, so nice. It's so good to have them back. Remember when we all thought they were dying at one point? It was like, great, they're all fucking dead. Because of, like, the fucking, like, Gozens and shit. And obviously, like, people were stuck. It's like, oh. But, it's so nice to see them back together again. Especially, it's so nice seeing that Lucy and Kyoka, like, got out of the rubble to leave Anne's room. Because remember, like, the last time we saw them, like, fuck time ago, it was like, you'd open the door and it was like rubble, and it's like, shit, we can't get out. So it's good that they got out eventually, so then they can join everybody. Good stuff. So yeah, so in saying that, let's just cue what the ADA does best, getting straight into the action. It's just so, it's just so nice to see them. It's, you know, it's just such a nice thing to have. You know, we've dealt with shit for so long. Let's just have this lovely little moment and appreciate it. So, yeah. Kurokida's like shooting them up and whatnot. Kenji is like smashing the fuck out of them, right? And then Rampo is like telling everybody, it's like, hey, by the way, the spines are weak as fuck. Because they lost, like, because they're like, they don't have Fukiji's like body to host them or anything like that. So they don't have like Fukiji's like buffing like ability. So basically they're not like abnormally tough anymore. So Rampo's just like, hey, if you hit this exact spot, you're all gonna be like good. So have fun. So then some of the creatures then go attack Rampo, obviously, because it's like, hey, he just told all our secrets. Let's get him, bros. But do they get him? No, because it was all an illusion. Yeah, so Tanizaki just getting Rampo to safety, and then it's just like, let's go, because now the opening was there for Anne and Demus No to come in for the attack. Like, let's go. It's just great. And then Fukuzawa just like orders everyone to like annihilate like the beasts and like help Atsushi with like backup. Basically it's like, hey, yous all deal with this shit so that Atsushi can go get to Fyodor. So let's everyone work together and kick everyone's arses, because frankly what we've just went through was bullshit. So let's do our parts, because Atsushi's carried this for quite a bit. So that's all like fun. So yeah. So then obviously Kurokida is just like, hey, we're only here because Atsushi like was able to destroy that space that they were like stuck in. So now it's only fair that they deal with the monsters and Atsushi and Nakagawa can like just go and get Fyodor. It's like, see, he sees sense. he sees the fairness and all that. So I quite love this little moment, right? Because like Rampo calls Lucy like Little Miss Braids, and that is like so on point. Like I love it. It's just like, I was like, I can't be bothered learning your name, so you wear braids, Little Miss Braids. It's just so on point, but I love it. So yeah, so Rambo asks Lucy, it's like, hey, can you host like all these people in like Anne's room? And then she's just like, well, the airport is almost like the size of like a city. There's no way that she can get to everyone on time. And then Rambo just smells and says, Katai's got us covered. No worries. We got Katai as well. We Katai mission. Oh, like, yay. All snug as a bug, like, and hopefully he's got a wee blanket. Hopefully. He has to be. But, let's go. See, all of the ADs coming out. All the ADs. Great. Oh, and then we cut to another monster, right? Getting, like, absolutely annihilated, like, from the sky. And then, like, we see in the distance, like, in the sky, there's a whale. Hello? Like, is this actually happening? Which, like, nicely, like, leads us up to the last page to reveal that, yes, that is the Moby Dick once more. And inside, we have Fitzgerald just feeling like a bit of FOMO and of not being in the action, just like, hey, can't have some fun without me now, can you? So, we now got Fitzgerald in the fight, actually in the fight. With Herman coming back with, like, big size Moby Dick again. What? So, it's been quite good for, like, a nice little reunion. Like, everyone's just starting to come back, which is very nice. But then also, it's going to get very crowded. But we finally got the ADA back together again. Like, they work best together, and it's great to see that everyone's okay. For the most part. They're definitely going to be mentally scarred for life, but they already kind of were, so they can work through it together. They can be their own little fairy figure. Okay, that makes me wonder now, is there therapy for, like, ability users? Like, skill users? Oh! Is that a thing? Surely that's a thing. I bet you it is, and it's been mentioned in, like, maybe, like, one of the stories or something like that. I don't know why, but I feel like it would have been mentioned in, like, Gaiden or something like that. And I've just completely forgotten at this moment of time, because my brain is just mush, and it doesn't retain anything. But I don't know why, I was just like, fucking thinking about therapy. But everyone needs fucking therapy, we can all agree that. They all need it. But now things are getting interesting. Which then leads us into the chapter that everyone's been waiting for. If you've made it this far, I am so proud of you. I am so sorry for what you've had to go through, but I'm very proud of you. Thank you. But yes, 126. 34 fucking pages. We got a full fucking chapter for this. You knew that shit was going to be special when it was teased. It's like, hey, by the way, 126 is a full chapter. No wee happies. It's a full one. Did I expect what was going to happen in this chapter? Did I fuck? Oh, obviously, people who have been on this channel for years, followed me, know the one moment that clearly knew that would make me so fucking happy. Make me freak out like nobody's business. But hence why the requests of, hey, AJ, can you just, like, resurrect yourself for, like, a moment? We would really, 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 really like to see you freak out about this. So yeah, I love the fact that people kind of knew me a bit too well. Just being like, AJ's gonna have, like, some fun. And boy, did I have some fun. Like, oh, just see. I will get there. Sorry, I just wanted to have this little moment beforehand. It's just like, oh, 126, how you resurrected me from the dead. I appreciate it. But, yeah. Right, we will get into the details. Let's get into details, right? Let me just, like, stop being very vaguey, mushy and everything like that. See, now the smiles get to come out a bit more now. It's great, because especially, see, just knowing what's coming, it's just like, oh, yeah, you can talk about this. Obviously, there's still going to be little mini rants with this chapter, given what's still in the chapter, but we get to be happy ranty. Yay! I am just like, I'm so buzzing now to talk about this moment. It's kind of sad now, just being like, I get to talk about the moment. And it's like at the end of the chapter, and I'm just like, we have to do like 20 pages first before we get to that moment. But it's just like, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, anyway, AJ, shut the fuck up and get into the moment. So, chapter 126. The latest chapter as the release of this video. Slightly late, but we got there in the end. It is 34 glorious fucking pages, and I can say that because look at this. So, now for the chapter that has brought us here today. With, like I said, a lovely bunch of yous asking for my reaction and thoughts and stuff like that. And it's helped spur this video to come back to life, and do you know what? Thank you so much. It's sad to say, it's been nice to be missed. And it's just nice that so many people have just been like, hey AJ, can you please talk about this? So, thank you. I love and appreciate yous. It's so nice. Especially in these messed up dark times, so thank you. Love yous. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into this. So, let's jump into the manic chapter that is 126. Woo. So yeah, so we get to see Fitzgerald and Herman like in the Moby Dick, like all grown up. Because obviously last time it was like little baby, and it's like now it's big size. Not as mechanical as it was before, a bit more natural. So yeah, so it is all ready to go with the guns, firing off against all these little fucking monstrosities with our good boy Mark Twain at the helm. Oh, with little Huckleberry Finn. Honestly, he just looks so good in the updated art style. Oh, I do not know why, right? I just have like this really, really soft spot for Mark Twain. I don't know why, I just do. The character, not the author, okay? Because we obviously, we know. But let's not go there. That's not the time. But he just looks so cute in the new art style. Like, he was already kind of cute. But like, see the kind of more softeriness of it? I'm like, oh, you're so adorable. Especially like, he's like celebrating that he didn't miss. And like... like saying that it's a new chapter in the adventures of Twain. It's like, oh, bless him. Because obviously the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. That's why. But still, I'm like, oh, you're so adorable. So I'm already like happy. We're already starting this chapter on a good front. Like, I get to see him again, and he looks so cute, and I just want to pinch his little cheeks. But yeah, so then, right, the belly of Moby Dick opens, right, and then it's like instructing a team to like rescue the civilians and whatnot, and like engage in combat, like if necessary, right? And as we see these like paratroopers like take their places and whatnot, guess who else we get to see? We get to see little Louisa being like, hey, like, according to, like, my calculations, like, they will be able to rescue every single person down there. And it's like, oh, yes! We started off with a fucking ADA reunion. It looks like what's happening now. We're getting a local, like, guild reunion. Let's go! Because now, right? So we cut to this, like, poor wee lassie getting caught, right? Like, right in the mouth of one of these fuckers, right? We freaks, we monstrosities, right? I really hate them, right? They're gonna get, like, all the names. I'm gonna bully the fuck out of them. Because I hate them so much. I really do. And if any of you think they're cute, we cannot be friends. If you like them, no. Obviously, you're allowed your own opinions, but just know that I'm rather disappointed in you if you like them. Obviously, a joke. I have to state that, by the way, in the world that we are today, that is a joke. But yeah, so that's happening. Like, this poor wee lassie has been caught in the mouth of one of these wee monstrosities, right? And but there's a moment because, like, we're looking at the teeth, right? The teeth is now starting to crack, and it's like, oh, okay, this is a thing. Why is this happening? And then it just, like, turns to dust. It's like, wait, what? This little moment here, like, I really enjoyed this little moment because enter stage right. Let's go. We have the long-awaited return of Margaret in a fabulous new outfit. Oh, I also love the fact that she's just, like, complaining that, like, her first battle after, like, coming out of her fucking coma is pest control. But, like, I am obsessed with this outfit. I want it, like, so badly. Not that I could pull it off in the slightest, but, like, yeah, like, I love this for her. I love this outfit so much more than her dress. I'm sorry if that's controversial or anything like that. I love this outfit. I am fucking obsessed with it. I want it. I love it on her. She owns it. I love it. Harakawa, love you for this artistic choice. Love it. Your taste in fashion, I love it. But yeah, so just by the way, she's using Gone with the Wind to obviously, like, turn them into dust and whatnot. And then as that is going on, let's have another person, shall we? Because in the distance, we can see Lovecraft. He has returned from the sea. He's returned from his slumber. Because literally, obviously, the last time we saw him, he just went into the fucking water and it's just like, laters. And everyone's just like, huh? Apart from the fucking thing, he just been like, yeah, that's what he does. Oh, but honestly, it's just nice to see the guild members just, like, popping up again. It's just like, oh, what a chapter, like, we're getting into already. And this is just the beginning. There's still a lot more to go. Like, this is only, like, the first few pages. Like, what? What I'm talking about is literally, like, the first 8 pages. The first 8 pages. We have 34. And this is what we're starting out with. I love it. But, yeah. So, let's go back to Lovecraft, right? Because this is just so fucking funny, right? So, obviously, Lovecraft being the fucking, well, his version of a fucking monstrosity, right? Right. He tries to fucking bond with the creature thing, right? Saying that they are one and the same. Because obviously, like, he can turn into his, like, fucking, like, Cthulhu mode and everything like that. I just love, like, he's just trying to, like, offer his hand for a handshake to be like, hey, let's be bros about this. Only, right, for his, like, arm to be fucking slashed up, right? So, he's been rejected, right? And, like, it's such a shame because, like, you see the pure, like, kind of happy face, like, of like him trying to be friends and everything like that. So then just the sheer disappointment, like 2 panels later, is like so fucking funny. It's just like, hey, let's be friends. Slash his arm. Oh. I'm sorry, Lovecraft, but it's just so fucking funny. It's also that, like, it's just so disappointed and it's so funny. Like, although in fairness, like, see that happy face, see that smiley face was actually slightly unnerving. I'm just like, wait, Lovecraft can smile? But it makes sense because obviously it's just like, hey, you're a monster, I'm a monster, let's be pals. Yay. Rejected. Oh. Sorry, I'm not gonna get over that. But anyway, right, so Lovecraft, like, just, like, locks in and just lets loose, like, through, like, the cut arm and whatnot. And then, like, basically kind of, like, begins to eat the thing. Like, you just see, obviously, the things come out his arm, like, and then it's, like, holding it in the air, and it's just kind of, like, encasing it. So he's basically eating it. Well, his arm's eating it. Yeah, just Lovecraft being Lovecraft, I assume. But yeah, so he's doing that and he's like doing his thing and whatnot. All the while, he's still just so disappointed he couldn't make a new friend. Like, he's so gutted. I love him. He's literally just like standing there, his arms out there, doing its all weird thing, and he's just like, I failed to make a new friend. I love it so much. I genuinely, I can't wait for that to be animated. Like, see if Bose doesn't fucking animate. Like, Lovecraft is so disappointed he couldn't make a friend. And these fucking monstrosities, it's going to be so disappointing myself. Especially just having the, like, getting, like, in the background, just getting, like, fucking totaled by, like, his arm thing. And it's just like, oh, just another day, not getting a new friend. Oh, it's so silly, but like, I love it. So we actually just been like so amazed at the fact that the guild have also like came out and cleared like the path for him and like Aku, right? But just as they begin to like kind of move on, like Kurakida like stops him. But more importantly, it's actually more for Aku, right? Because he goes, I have a message from Dazai, and he says, if you forget this at the climax, you'll be punished. It's just like, that is not a good sign. Like, why? And Aku looks, I'm very shocked. It was like, the eyes, people, the eyes. Like, Harakawa and the eyes. But yeah, so what has produced this reaction in Atagawa, right? It's revealed that Kunakita has returned Aku's Port Mafia jacket, right? Now, this is the jacket that Dazai gave him. Like, Dazai, why'd you do this? Like, leave the poor boy alone. Like, so, but now we're, like, back to, like, classic Shinshikuku, right? Like, as iconic as it is, seeing them both back in, well, I say both of them back. Obviously, Ashishi's been in these clothes for the whole fucking time. But having, like, that page and you get to see, obviously, Aku wearing the iconic outfit again, like, what we were introduced to him as and whatnot. Like, yeah, that's just typical now, like, Shinshikuku, right? But I liked, like, Akutagawa's, like, new fit. Like, it was so good. Also, Bram gave him it. So, I maybe do realise I'm maybe slightly biased, right? But I quite like the old fit, the newer fit. I think that one's nice. But, yeah, at least they're ready to go now. They've got the outfits on. Now remember, right? All this shit is happening in under 200 seconds, right? And like they were very much like, hey, we need to get there ASAP, but let's have a little conversation about me putting on my PM jacket and all the kind of significance of me wearing this jacket once more. Like, come on! Why couldn't he just keep the outfit? Why couldn't he just keep his new outfit? Say, if Margaret gets a new outfit and gets to keep it, why can't Atagawa just keep his new outfit? Why did he have to go back looking like a fucking dying, like, Victorian boy? R.I.P. Bram's fit for Haku. I'm sad, okay? I like that fit, and I'm like I said, I'm not totally biased because it was Bram that gave him it. No. But anyway, they're ready to go. That's what counts, right? So we get some like small cuts to everyone like fighting these wee monstery beastie things, right? And Fitzgerald now joins the fight like on the ground, just being like. He's looking rather smug now that he's getting involved like properly. He's not like doing like the behind the scenes things and just like kind of getting things kind of planted in the right place. It's just like, I'm now here, motherfuckers. I'm now gonna fight. I'm gonna spend some money. Because he's fucking rich again. He's made his money back, which means he can just spend it all and punch you in the face. Woo! Honestly, it's still fucking hilarious to think that the way to defeat this guy, like, so long ago, was just for him to spend all his fucking money, and remember, it was basically by two fucking twats. Well, Shashikoko, right? But really, they were fucking idiots back then. Barely able to work together, and yet, those two decided, somehow defeated this guy. That's so fucking mental to think that that was like the first major big boss fight, really. And it's like, yes, bankrupt the bitch. See, it's moments like that when you remember, it's like, this is why I love this series. It's just the stupid little things. Oh. But yeah, so he's all chuffed. It's just like, yes, here we go. I'm in the fight now. So, we have Shashikoko, right, running through all the wreckage to get to the jet, right? Because now they can now focus on getting to the jet, right? Everyone else is taking care of everything else. We've got the ADA, we've got the guild. They're doing their jobs. They're keeping the path clear and whatnot, right? So, they get to a point where they turn a corner, right? And it looks fine. Until they go around that stupid corner and their path is fucking filled with even more of those fucking creatures, isn't it? This is why I hate the fuckers. They just seem to sprout like nobody's business. Like, where? How the fuck does Fjordur just be like, I'm going to like make all of them appear, like, and plot them all over the place? Like, how? Or is it like a fucking like gremlin situation that's like, you have one, you get the water on it, and it just like kind of, well, not really, it was like, you know, like they just sprout more. Like, what is going on here? Oh, so yeah, so Akutagawa like realizes it's like, oh great, there's like over 20 of these fucking fuckers, right? And in the position that they're in now, it's like, yeah, they won't be able to fight them all and then still get to the jet, right? But in the distance, there's like a lightning strike, and Aku just goes, right, that's our green light to go. And she's just like, wait, what? Like he's concerned about like how they can like avoid their attacks, and Aku just goes, it's fine, don't worry. Like, it's like they won't have to. They just have to go, right? So they're powering on through, doing the best that they can, and like there's arms getting like torn off and whatnot, like from the creatures. Not actually saying, okay, I know how I just said that, it's made it sound like fucking Atrocious and Attack on Us arms are getting ripped off. No, the fucking creatures, right? As they're going through, their arms are getting ripped off, right? And in the distance, we have two new figures appear. Hello, Mori and Koyo. It's been a while, especially fucking Koyo. It's been so long. Like, generally, when was the last time we saw Koyo? I genuinely cannot remember. And that's bad. It's been so long. My god. And also, can I say, stunning as always, even in the newer art style as well. Nice. But yeah, I also just love it with their wee introduction of like, hey, we're now on the scene, motherfuckers, and they're complaining that they haven't drawn enough blood. And it's like, yeah, they would as well. Like, they really would. And do you know what? It's fun. Are they my favourite people? Not really, but do you know what? Seeing this moment, everything's all tickety-boo, and it's just nice seeing all these people come back again and how they're all working together, and it's like, do you know what? Yeah, I'll let you have this moment. As much as I do not like Mori is unfortunately a very interesting character. I just do not like him, but that makes him a very good character because I don't like him. But yeah, so now Mori is like really getting into the action with like Elise like announcing that it's playtime. Just like, hey, it's playtime. I need to spill some more blood. Oh, and at this moment, right, Harakawa has produced like a panel that Bones is just going to absolutely fucking love to animate. Like, you know for a fact, you look at this panel and you just see his fucking face and you just go, oh, Bones is going to lap that up like nobody's business. Like, you just know. Like, they're going to fisheye that panel like nobody's business. Mori's going to look... Actually, there might be a chance because Bones really love to fucking make Mori look good. This might actually be the occasion where there might be a pretty fisheye. Given how much they really love to make Mori look good. But, my god, that face! It's a good panel. And, like, the fact that like, he's got this menacing aura and he's just, like, threatening. Like, says, like, oh, you have trifled with the mafia. It's like, allow me to carve your punishment into your flesh. And it's just, like, the dark bubbles and stuff like that. It's like, oh. Like I said, may not like him as a person, but I like him as a character and he's interesting. But this is a fun moment. I will take it and I appreciate it. But you just know for a fact, like Bones is gonna love that so much. Literally, they will. I just saw, I didn't even read what it said just yet, and I just saw it, and I went, that's a Bones panel. That's a Bones panel. Right, so, moving along from Mori and his wee threats, we have Shishikoko just, like, continue to run through, like, the area and whatnot, and a monster's, like, popped up, and it's, like, opening its mouth to attack, right? But then a lovely little lemon just, like, flies into its mouth, right? And the monster fucking eats like an idiot and blows up. Sorry, I just think it's kind of funny, right? See, out of the context of obviously knowing what the lemon is and everything like that, you just have these beasties, these wee beasties, right, attacking. And, like, you could just throw a lemon at them and they would stop and eat it. So all you'd have to do is just throw fucking food at them and then they'll stop. Like, that's how stupid they are. Like, a wee lemon will stop it. Like, given how big they are, right? And how tiny these little lemons are in comparison to them, right? And they're just like, oh, something's flowing to my mouth. Let me just eat it. Nom. And then, pew! Like, just blows up. So, obviously, Kaiju's just like coming out like, hey! Woo! Just like happy as Larry, just with his wee lemon cage, just like, yes. Just like he's just like having his wee moment, just exclaiming like, a fruit a day keeps the doctor away. It's just so fucking cheesy. It's kind of fun. Like, he's not a character that I care for, but you know what? You gotta give him for his little gimmick. Just like, hey, I have lemons that explode. Let me just throw you a lemon. You have a lemon, and you have a lemon, and you have a lemon. Oh, but yeah, so as the place around them is like blowing up from fucking Kaiji's lemons, right? Shishikuku is just carrying on. They're just like, yep, there's Lemon Man, let's go. So we have even more of the Port Mafia, which is very nice. So it's not just Mori and Koyo, we have other people. So it really is just one big happy, like, I say happy. It's not happy. It's not the best situation. They're in a fucking war zone at the minute. But yeah. How the fuck would you describe this wee because I was like, oh, it's like a wee happy family reunion. It's not really. It's just a reunion. It's a reunion over like a bonded trauma of dealing with shit. Oh, but yeah, so they're carrying on, right? Sorry. It's because like, the people that know what's happening. It's just, I get to talk about it. We're getting there. We're almost there. Anyway, Shinjuku is running, right? And another of those wee fucking monster-y things, right, lands in front of them, right? And like, Ashishi is getting ready to like just go fight it and whatnot, but Atago is just like, wait, just pause for a moment. Something's not right, right? Rightfully so, because the creature is then like crushed into the ground, okay? And then just as it's getting crushed, it just explodes. It just goes pop. Like, what the fuck's going on? Yes. Now, Ashishi just being like, wait, how is that possible? How did that thing just go bloop and then bloop? Hello? So, Akira just being like, yeah, that was gravity, which means, like, ... like, it means something fucking huge. Hello, we're into the best part of the chapter where I get to be super happy. So I'm gonna be even more obnoxious than normal. Because I started to freak out like nobody's business. Just saying it's like, oh, gravity, like... just the implication of what could be sent me into overdrive. I was like, you are kidding me. I was like reading this like on the couch, right? I literally jumped out, like phone in hand, almost dropped it as well. Just like, no fucking way. Like, this is the moment that I've been waiting for, and I'm just so fucking awesome. So, yeah. So, there is a lone figure on the rooftop, just extending their hands to like make all of the monsters like around them like explode. Just like off, just like, phew. Honestly, I just fucking love, like, the panel of them, like, looking around in shock, and just, like, the sheer volume of explosions going on is fucking insane. I just love it. It's so good. It's just, like, just looking at it, it's just so good. They're just like, how? Like, what? Oh. I love it. So yeah, but Ashishi isn't focusing on it for like too long and just like carries on, because obviously their main objective is to get to Fyodor, right? And for what they're concerned is, everyone else is dealing with the fuckers around them, right? Not their business, they just carry on, right? But Aki takes a wee moment to acknowledge that he's like, I thought that Chuya was at the prison, like, he's in France. How could he be here right now? Oh my god. Now for the best fucking reveal. Enter fucking Verlaine. Oh, he's finally in the mainline series. He's finally here. Oh, he is here for the storm. He's awoken. He's out the fucking basement. He is here. And he's definitely queer. Oh god, like... Hi. Can you tell this is like my favourite moment, like, ever? Well, this is the favourite moment of the chapter and shit like that, but honestly, he's here! And, oh, obviously he looks good in Harakawa style, and it's just, he just looks good in every style, mind you. He just looks good! Oh, I just can't handle this. It's just so good. I love him, even if he is a little bitch and caused me so much pain reading Stormbringer. I am really assuming that this is why people were asking for me to come back, because they knew that I would fucking freak out over Verlaine being here. Because it's fucking Verlaine. It's... like, the fact that he is now in the main line is such a huge fucking deal. It doesn't also mean good things, really. But he's here. He's here! Like... I am totally normal about this. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. I'm just so happy. Okay. He's here and I'm happy. Right. But just look at him. What is off? This is just the best day. Like, he's just so gorgeous. And also, see his wee comment. His little jib is just so fucking funny. It's just like, oh, making your older brother fill in for you. Like, how audacious of you, Chuya. Like, this fucking killing me. It's just like, oh, can't believe my baby brother's making me do that. It's like, oh. It's so funny. But to be on a bit of a serious note, right? I try to say that as I've obviously got the biggest fucking smile on my face. Because it's fucking Verlaine! It's fucking Verlaine! Right? It makes me wonder, right? If Otago, like, has never met Verlaine or know who he was, right? Because, like, surely if he knew about him, right, he wouldn't assume that that would be Chuya, because obviously he went, oh wait, Chuya's meant to be in France. oh, that means that could be Verlaine, you know? But obviously, well, I say obviously, but Aki was obviously under Dazai's like training and everything like that, under his watch and whatnot. And I think, if I remember correctly, Kyokyo was trained by Verlaine. I don't quote me on that, but I feel like that was a thing. But don't quote me on that. So, like, some people know who Verlaine is, right? And obviously, it must be to this point the fact that if Verlaine is covering for Chuya to be in that kind of situation, it also must mean that Chuya knows that the fact that Verlaine has just been down in that fucking basement, right? Because the implication is the fact that Chuya set this up that Verlaine's meant to be going in his place because he's on the other side of the fucking world. Right? Right. I'm not complaining. He's here. Good for you, Chuya, for being in front. Oh, but yeah. So, because he's now in the main line, that means he's gonna get fucking animated eventually. Oh, I'm so fucking buzzing to see that. And you know what? Getting to see him here and in the Stormbringer manga, like, is just a fucking treat. Because both art styles of Verlaine is just an absolute gem. Like, mwah. So, yeah, if you want to know more about Verlaine, read Stormbringer. Or if you don't want to read an over 400 page book, you can start reading the manga, because the manga's fucking banging. Do that. You get all the lovely little Verlaine, like bonus Verlaine. Yay. Also, your heart will be ripped to shreds, just warning. But this is Bungo Stray Dogs, after all. You know what you're getting into. Oh, but anyway. We should really kind of pry myself away from the Verlaine, like, freak out and whatnot, despite how hard it is, and the fact that it was, like, the best thing ever, because it's fucking Verlaine. It's fucking Verlaine. Which means I'm hoping that we'll get to see more of him. I'm hoping, like, I swear to fuck, see if this is just, like, a one and done. He's just, like, he appears, he's done his thing, and that's it. We don't get to see him again, ever again. I would be so gutted. Like, surely, I would love to fight that Asagiri's not going to be that much of a bitch. He is a bitch. But do you know what I mean? Like, come on, don't do this to us. You bring many versions of these fucking, like, weird-ass Gozens, right? But then, like, you get rid of, like, Verlaine, like, just as he's appeared. Well, you got rid of fucking Akinari, just as, like, it's like, hey, here's a new character. This is, like, the first character in, like, so long. Fucking deeds. Like, come on. So, hopefully he's going to be around. Hopefully. But anyway, stop the freak out. Right. Back to the story, because believe it or not, there's still some pages after that. Not that, in my mind, there really is anything else that goes on, because Verlaine is Verlaine, and that's all that matters. How many pages is he in? Just a few, but out of, like, 34, I don't care. It's barely in, like, a tenth of the pages. Yeah, best tenth of the chapter that there is. But anyway, Shinjuku, they can see the jet. It's in sight, right? And Ashitake puts in all of his effort to go, like, as fast as he can to reach it, right? However, as he almost gets there, right, Ashitake realises that the jet isn't moving. And at that moment, Tagawa, like, grabs him back, right, just in time for the real jet to actually just, like, fly by him, and it's just, like, by the skin of his, like, fucking teeth, right? Because, of course, Fyodor would try and run him over with a fucking jet. Like, of course he would. It was so funny. It's just like, haha, I've defeated the were-tiger. Oh my god, how did you do it? I ran him over with a fucking jet. Oh. So yeah, so the other jet is flying off, right? And they go up to the other one and find it, like, completely empty. So, a bit disheartened, like, Ashitake reports back to Rampo, and it's like, hey, That's the jet. Like, the jet has gone off, right? And I also just want to say, I feel like I've missed a moment and where they've exchanged radios. Because I feel like, obviously, after all the fighting that's been going on, if this is still, like, the same fucking radio that they had, like, donkeys ago, what? How? You know? But, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if that's a wee bit of a mishap or whatever, or Ashish's pockets are just fucking amazing at keeping a radio in his pocket. But yeah, so that's the thing. But Rampo just tells him, it's like, oh, just come back, it's fine, the fight's over now, right? And see that panel saying it's just like, oh, like, we win, right? It's very much a very Gojo panel from, like, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just like, nah, I'd win kind of thing. I don't know why. It very much is that. So, and you know what? It was quite funny, like, going on to, like, Twitter and all that afterwards, because people made the same comparison. I was like, good, I'm not alone in that moment thinking that. Which really doesn't actually bode well. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Soz. But yeah, so we have our little Gojo we win panel, right? And at that moment, like, a blast has gone off, which has caused, like, all the electronics nearby to, like, cut off and whatnot. And we see that the jet has, like, started to fall. Because, like, the electrical pulse has reached it into the sky, right? And then the jet just fucking crashes, like, into the ground. But it's just so funny because it's like, you see where it's crashed, because it's not that far away from, like, the culprit of, like, the electrical surge, right? And Rampo's just, like, so proud to reveal that it's like, hey, see this truck here? Yeah, it's equipped with a directional compression EMP cannon. Which just can send out, like, a wide range of electromagnetic, like, pulses that fuck up electronics. Yeah. So, see that jet? You know how it can get away from missiles? Yeah, it can get away from this beast of a thing. Honestly, he's just so proud. He's just like, do you know what? Fair. And then he's just like, so how can they get something of this, like, caliber to, like, come at short notice, you may ask? It's like, well, only the strongest people in Japan, you know, the special division of unusual powers could do so. Which then leads us into our very last page of 226. And here comes Ango and Tanada back in full form. And you're just thinking, wait a minute. Tanada was not in the best, like, case health-wise. Basically, it was kind of like on death row and whatnot the last time we saw him. So how could he just be walking freely and all tickety-boo and whatnot? Oh, here we go. Next reveal, best reveal. Hello, Yosuno. It's been so nice to see you, Sano. Like, what the fuck? Where have you been? It makes sense, like, where you've been now this whole time. Like, it explains why she wasn't at the airport, right? Up until now. Because she's been, like, obviously resurrecting him, basically fixing Tanada to the best, like, condition that he can be. But she's finally back! Like, which is so nice, because it's been so long as well since we've seen Yusano, right? And then that's the end of the chapter! That's the end of chapter 126. My god, was that a chapter? Like, we had the ADA return, we had the guild, we have the Port Mafia, we have Bonus Verlaine! I know obviously he is technically part of, like, the Port Mafia, right? But he's bonus because he's never appeared, so he's bonus. It's great. It's like, yeah. And then we also just have, like, the special division of, like, unusual powers as well, just, like, pop in as well, just like, sup bitches, we're also here. Oh, what a time to be alive. See, the problem is, right, see when you have like a big cast like this all come together at once, it really tries to give you the impression that this is the end, like the ultimate end of the series, because it's like, why would you round up nearly everybody if there was going to be like another big arc after this? So I'm actually genuinely kind of worried if this might end up being the last arc. Obviously, do not take my word for anything. I can't predict shit, as we have proven today and previous many episodes before this, or videos before this. I can't predict shit, but unfortunately, it's like a big last hurrah for people. Like, here, let's just bring back all these little things and whatnot. It's like, oh, actually, this might be the end. Oh no. I wouldn't like to think so. I feel like Asagiri does just want to keep writing for this world, but then I don't know if it might just be a case of, hey, we might not do a manga series, but I might just write more like light novels and whatnot. So we'll see. Remember, do not take my word for anything. I can't predict shit in this series. Because who knows what's going on in fucking Asagiri's mind? Nobody does. Now, the main question of this chapter is, was Fyodor in that fucking jet? Because now that the fact that it's like, oh, let's take the possibility of Fyodor was in that jet has now crashed, basically implying that he is dead, right? Because who the fuck survives a crash like that? Just pew, right? This is Fyodor we're talking about, right? I don't think he's in that jet, to be honest. But he's probably replaced somebody else in that jet. He's probably just like sneaked off, because he's already put a decoy of a plane, right? He's already put the jet out, made a decoy and everything like that, and then just happens to go into another jet to then fly off. Despite that, there's a good chance that he's also probably spotted the big ass truck thing that sends out EMPs, right? So my thought is, no, Fyodor is not in that jet whatsoever, which means no, Fyodor is not fucking dead. But I can totally understand why some people were like, great, we've got another fucking death bait, like, again, of Fyodor. Because the thing is, like, if we do take it at face value, the implication of Fyodor is in the jet that flew off, the jet has now crashed, meaning that Fyodor's died, right? So, in that case, right, taking it for its, like, face value, who would take the blame, or who would take the punishment, mind you, given the ability, who would take the punishment for the crime? So, who is the cause of Fyodor's death in that case? Now, I'm thinking that it would be Rampo, because he's the one who's orchestrated everything and ordered everything to happen, or organised it. Which would then be very fucking shitty for Fyodor to then sprout out of fucking Rampo. Although it would be fucking hilarious to see fucking Fyodor in Rampo's clothes. That would actually be so funny. I'm just thinking about that now. I never actually thought about that till now. I was like, oh my god, no, he would come out in his clothes. Sorry, I just like the thought of Fyodor and Rampo's clothing is just hilarious. I kind of need somebody to draw that now, just for shits and giggles. I need to see that. If somebody hasn't already done it, there probably has been somebody that's done it. Why have I not looked for it? I'm gonna have to look for that now, just for a wee giggle. But yeah, I'm assuming that would be the cause or the result, because who would be to blame for the plane crashing? It was kind of like the whole Bram situation, even though technically the person who was like flying helicopter caused it to crash, right? But that was because like they were under the control of Bram, so then Bram took the blame, hence why, well, he took the punishment, and then that's how Bram had to go. I still don't forgive him. I hate that so much. Why did Bram have to go like that? That was just fucking cruel. It did mean that Fyodor got a nice new fit as well, which he didn't seem to keep, because he went and put fucking jet clothing on, so he didn't even get to keep his new cool fit that Bram gave him. I don't think that's fair. Why does nobody like the fits that Bram gives? Like, that's just rude. They're much better than what you're already wearing. But yeah, so let me know your wee thoughts down below, what you think of, like, what is possibly going to happen. Like, is Fjordur dead? What's your thoughts on Verlaine? They better be good. No bias here, obviously. Just tell me all your wee thoughts. Like, it's just been, like, great. Just, like, it's been a moment. It's been a thing. And you know what? Just to see so many people, like, excited for this chapter is just so nice as well. Just, like, in a community as a whole, not, like, even just, like, the people, like you guys coming to me being like, hey, AJ, hint, hint, come back, please. We need your freaky little freakouts. But just, like, everyone else just being like, oh my god, this. It's just nice again, just to see, like, the community kind of come back to life again a wee bit. Because I think people have kind of backed off a little bit because this arc has been rough at times. I think everyone can agree. Whether context-wise, pacing-wise, just general hatred for those fucking things and the Gozens and just all that concept as a whole. See, the ratting didn't go away completely. It lives forever. But, yeah. So, unfortunately, that's the case. But, oh, we'll see what happens. Oh, we'll see where we go from here. And, like, what future chapters bring. Hopefully, good. I would love to see if we get more Verlaine. But, do you know what? I don't know why. This would be, like, the funny moment of Asagiri just being like, let's go to France. We've had Verlaine. And we've had this lovely, like, everyone coming together. Let's see what the wee two Egypts on the other side of the world are getting up to. Just trying to, like, prod Sigma awake, being like, hey, can you just wake the fuck up, please? Just pure flopping him around and slamming against just to get him to wake up. Oh, poor boy's gonna have a headache if he ever wakes up. I hope he does. But this would be, like, a really funny way for, like, Asagiri to just be like, haha, let's go to France. Let's go to Marathon. But, yeah. So, let's see what happens. Who knows when I will return for those updates, but we will be back at some point. I am not making promises. That's the one thing I've learned this year, is to stop making promises, because my brain just can't handle it. But please do know, obviously, I am still thinking about the series. I haven't died or anything like that. I've not, like, given up on the series. It's just, this is a lot to do for me at the minute, and, well, we'll hopefully get back to normal at some point, but it's just a long journey. So I really appreciate the patience that you all have and your encouraging words for me to rest and stuff like that and take my time. I really appreciate it. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, we will be back at some point. It might just be a case like this again, where I'll combine a few chapters together. We'll have one big long ranty little moment. I look like a twat. We're all good. But the thoughts and feelings are there. We can rant, we can cry, we can laugh, we can smile, whatever. But Big Stray Dogs will be here and regardless, whether we like it or not. But yeah, so until next time, whenever that shall be. Yeah. I feel kind of guilty because I feel like I still have to kind of say, it's like, hey, if you like this kind of content, like, you know, do the generic, like, YouTuber thing and be like, oh, comment, like, and subscribe, but don't blame me if you don't. Hey, you're here. If you got to this point and you've seen this bit, that is more than what I need. I appreciate every little second, especially given how long this fucking video is going to be. Yeah. But, yeah, so, anyway, until next time, Major, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bye.